Hey, Tara Time here, and today we're going to talk about the perfect summer eyes. Now, we're going to work on the perfect eyebrow and the perfect under eye concealer. So, I don't usually leave my house unless I have a tinted moisturizer or some kind of SPF that's going to protect my skin from the sun. And also, because all eyes are in an eye socket, I don't care who you are, you're going to have dark circles or bags under your eyes, especially if you're like older than 12. So make sure that you use a really good under eye concealer. Now I have a stick foundation that I'm going to use today, along with a spray foundation that I use for all over, but we're going to stick with the eyes today. So I'm going to first start off with a really neat tone correcting CC cream. So you have a CC cream or a BB cream. I also use this Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer, which has an SPF of 20. This Oil of Olay Total Effect 7-in-1 has a SPF of 15 and it's broad spectrum. So it also does tone correcting. So I'm just going to use this because it's a little bit simpler. So you just pump a little bit into your hand, a little bit, just a little bit. So this literally takes like no time at all. So before you go out of the house, you want to make sure you protect your skin because you're spending all this time hopefully taking your makeup off at night, using eye cream, doing different things to really protect, hydrate, and clean your skin. So you want to make sure if you go outside, you don't just fry it, all right? So, and again, really gentle with the skin around the eyes. I know I've shared this with you before. This is my secret to evening my skin tone in an absolute flash. And it also helps to really set all the other makeup. I also use a primer. I'm going to do a full face. I can't see that. This is the Touch Glorious primer by Younique, which if I'm going to put foundation and do full makeup, which we're not going to do today, because today is just really casual, low-key, kind of going to the store, keeping it simple, but I still want to look pretty because you never know who you could meet, right? So we've got that. We've got a little bit of, I can use this stick foundation. This is in Organza, the Younique stick foundation, and I don't touch my face and the makeup again. So I get as much as I can on one finger at once, and then for the other eye, I'm going to use the other finger. So I'll show you what I mean. And just get in here and pat it. And you want to make sure you get this inside part here, because a lot of people, if you're just looking straight in a mirror, you're not seeing this part. And remember, your eye is in an eye socket. So this is a hole. So like I said, if you're older than 12, you're going to have a darker color around this eye. And it really makes such a difference. Look, you can see the difference. Look. If I don't have an under eye concealer on, people always ask me if I'm tired or if I'm sick. So rude. But anyways, I'm going to use my other finger now because I don't like to touch my face and then touch the stick again. So that's a really good tip, not to contaminate your makeup, especially because I find that, I have a load of brushes. We could choose from any of my brushes, right, to do this. But I find that using my fingers for this part, just because I really want to demonstrate how quick and easy it is to put your tone correcting tinted moisturizer on, to tap on a little bit of concealer, right? And then you can use a powder or bronzer. I'm going to use my powder brush. Yeah, so I have a nice loose powder. I also have a really good concealer. Should have had this out already. My apologies. But yeah, just a nice loose powder. This is, and I love loose powder because it really just kind of, especially if it's a mineral base. The other really good concealer by Younique is the Touch Mineral. That works really well. So yeah, I just take a little bit of powder. Some people like a dewy look. If you feel like a dewy look, you don't need any powder. This is really going to set this look for the day. Yeah. And I just kind of go in here and then boom, I've got a really nice even skin tone. That takes all of 30 seconds to do the moisturizer, do the concealer, do the powder. Okay. And then I usually have like a little towel or something like this on my leg or on my lap, or I do this in a robe so I don't get it on my clothes and then get dressed. So that's another good advice. And then, as you know, if you watch any of my videos, we go from the top to the bottom of the face. So because this is just an eye look, I'm going to just show you. This is a really great brush by Younique. It's a spoolie brow artist brush, so it's double-ended. You've got your brow brush and your brow brush, okay? So get a little hair in there. But so the best trick is, now that I have all this powder in my eyebrows, I'm gonna brush it backwards and dust that powder out, right? And then you want to go up like this, up, 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 and shape it a little better. Okay. So I'm actually going to just do one so that you can see the difference. Because I'm going to keep this video quick today. So I can do one of two things. I know I've done the eyebrow paint in the past, but because I want to show you a quick look where you can get out the door in just a couple of minutes, let's just do what I do with the shadow. So I use this brush, which is the Cream Shadow Brush by Younique. Okay, and I usually use this for my eyebrows, as you can see. And I generally suggest cleaning your brushes at least once a week. I usually wash my brushes and my sheets on the same day, and it helps me remember to do that. So I have this amazing palette that I've created of all of my favorite colors, like an artist. And I use a really neat, it's not too sparkly, you know, but it's a neutral brown color. You don't want to use anything that's really light, and you just kind of shape the eyebrow by lining it up. Yeah, line it up with this nostril, line up the center of your eye with the arch, and line the end. You see how we did that? If you have any questions about your specific eye shape or your eyebrow, drop it in the comments or send me a private message. And yeah, you just kind of go in here and it stays. And sometimes another good trick to go backwards, and you get at the root of it, right? Because if you're just putting shadow on top of your eyebrows, it's going to dust off easily. So, and then you just take your, yeah. So you see the difference? Really frames up the eye. And then I take an eyeshadow brush like this, just go in here and do a highlight and shadow. So if you're gonna put a darker color on, you always wanna put a lighter color near it because it really makes it pop. So you see how it just kind of subtly, and if I do a white shadow across my whole lid, it's again a good primer and base for shadow. I really don't like that look where all your eyeshadow clumps into your crease. That's no fun. No fun at all. So, because I got my Harley Davidson shirt on today, I think I'm going to get a little badassy and do some glitter. Let's do this. So, I've got a little gold. I love gold. Yeah? So, again, really quick shadow. So, we shadow the eyebrows, shadow the whole lid with a white. Then we put the gold on. Then I'm going to take an eyeliner brush. Yeah? I'm just trying to demonstrate how we can do a really quick, natural, simple look in a matter of minutes. Eyeliner brush, boom. I don't usually do the lower lid, but today I feel like it. So we're just gonna do it. Why not? Show you the difference. Okay. There we go. And throw some mascara, some lip gloss on, maybe a little blush or bronzer. You're done. Congratulations. You have just done a few minutes of a natural look, and you don't even look like you're wearing makeup. If you have any questions or comments or want to know a specific technique for your eye shape, because my eyes are almond shape, you know, just drop it in the comments or shoot me a private message, and stay tuned for our next beauty tip.